Now, there's a lot of disinformation out there about 501c3 organizations and what they can and can't do, and saying that they're government control. Is this entirely true? Yes and no. So 501c3 organizations is an IRS tax code that allows you to have more money in your pocket to serve the communities for outreaches, evangelism, missions, whatever it might be, to help the people in the communities and around the world. This is a 501c3 tax code so that you get more money in your pocket without having to pay taxes. Now, where you have to pay taxes is when it comes to sales, things that you sell, and salaries. These you have to pay taxes on according to the IRS. Now, 501c3, you're free to speak anything that you want, but what you cannot do is put your money into lobbying, to political campaigns. And so if you do not support either side, you are okay. But even those that support a certain side, they're free to voice their opinion and stand up for a certain political party. You see that on the Democrat side as well as the Republican side, which is okay. But what you can't do is send your funds to lobbying in order to advance a political campaign. Makes sense? So an organization under 501c3 cannot give money to a political campaign. So you're free to speak out against what you feel is right. You can speak against anything. But again, you cannot support and send money to a political campaign. So don't believe the lies that is under the beast system being 501c3. That is not true. 501c3 simply gives you more money in your pockets to be able to help advance God's kingdom. This was given as an advancement by God, a blessing from God in order to help people. But unfortunately, the churches and organizations and ministries are misusing those funds for bigger gains and greed. Now, what's interesting is this. Churches don't have to go under the same tax code. They're automatically 501c3. So basically, all churches are 501c3, but they don't have to fill out the same 990 form as organizations do under 501c3. So you cannot see what the churches are doing with their funds unless you get a certain, basically, tax return from them, but it's not open to the public. Now, what's also interesting is those that have ministries like John Smith Ministries, right? Their first and last name, Ministries. A lot of those are not 990. They're just under a business. So you cannot see anything that they do with their finances whatsoever. So it's done secretly. As for 990, those that are under 501c3 regulations have to show everything that they do with their funds and what they do it, how they use it, and where they use it, and exactly what their funds go to. So this is why I always say, try to support those that are 501c3, that are small, that are not big, that are not medium, those that are small, that are doing the work of God. Don't just give to individuals that are saying, give to my Venmo and Cash App if it's not regulated by 501c3. Makes sense? Don't even give to those through PayPal or any other method of payment, even cryptocurrency, if it's not regulated by 501c3, where the government is not being able to see what you're doing with your funds, because this is what can happen. You can get, say, $500,000 donated, just throwing a random number out there, and next thing you know, this person can pocket $450,000 of it, and $50,000 of it is used for traveling or whatever expense they want to use it for, right? That's not related to missions. So this is the things you got to watch out for. 501c3 regulations is important, okay? And this is why we need to make sure that we support those that are under those regulations that have that tax code, and make sure they're trustworthy. Shalom and God bless you. Hopefully this clarifies a lot of disinformation that is going on out there. Again, shalom, God bless.